Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something that, let's be honest, can be one of the toughest parts of having a preschooler, those huge, overwhelming emotions. I mean, have you ever seen a total world-ending meltdown over a crayon that snapped in half, or because you gave them the wrong color cup? It's baffling, right? You're just standing there thinking, how did we get here? Why is this such a big deal? So yeah, let's call that the meltdown moment. It's that instant when a tiny, tiny problem triggers this just emotional explosion. But here's the thing. What if I told you it was never, ever actually about the crayon?
This is probably the biggest mindset shift you can make. That behavior, it's communication. A full-blown tantrum isn't your kid just being difficult or naughty. Nope. It's a giant flashing sign that says, I'm completely overwhelmed and I literally don't have the words to tell you what's wrong.
So to really understand why they get so overwhelmed, we've got to look under the hood, so to speak. We need to go inside their brain because this isn't about personality. It's about neurology. It's all about how their brain is literally built at this age. Okay, so think of it like this. A child's brain has two key parts that are kind of at war with each other. You've got the emotional brain, the limbic system, which is basically fully developed from birth. It's powerful, it's fast, it's all impulse. Then you have the thinking brain, the prefrontal cortex. This is the part for logic, for reason, for self-control. And in a preschooler, it's basically a construction site with a coming soon sign on it. This is my favorite way to think about it. It's like they're driving a car with a superpowered gas pedal. That's their emotional brain. But the brakes are tiny, they're weak, and they barely work. So when an emotion hits, they just floor it. The impulse to go, go, go is massive, and the ability to stop and think, it's just not there yet. And it's not just the brain thing. We're also piling on a few other challenges. They have like 5 words for 100 different feelings. Mad has to cover frustration, disappointment, jealousy, you name it. Plus, those skills we take for granted, like waiting or sharing, they're brand new. And on top of all that, they have this fierce drive to do everything by myself. It's the perfect storm for a meltdown. So, knowing all that, where do we fit in? What's our role in this storm? Well, this is where we get to make a huge shift. We get to stop being the punisher, the person who says, stop crying, and instead become their partner, their guide who helps them navigate the storm. And this quote, this just nails it. Challenging behaviors are almost always about lagging skills, not intentional misbehavior. So next time you see that meltdown, try to see it differently. Don't see a bad kid. See a kid who's struggling, a kid who's missing a skill, whether it's managing feelings, using their words, or just being patient. And let me just be super clear here. The feelings aren't the problem. Feeling angry, sad, or frustrated is totally normal. It's human. Our job is not to shut those feelings down. Our job is to be their emotions coach, to teach them, okay, you're feeling this big, scary thing. Here's what we can do with it. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But how do we actually do it in the moment? Let's get practical. Let's talk about a toolkit, 5 core tools you can use to be that calm guy. All right, number 1 is co-regulation. That's a fancy term for you being their anchor. You stay calm, so they can basically borrow your calmness. 2, emotional literacy. Give them the words. You seem so frustrated right now. 3, proactive coping skills. And this is key. You practice these when things are good, not during a meltdown. 4, routines. Kids thrive on knowing what's next. It makes them feel safe and lowers anxiety. And number 5, the foundation for all of it, a strong, secure relationship. They need to know you're their safe space no matter what. So let's drill down on those proactive skills because they're a game changer. We're talking about simple things you can do when everyone's happy. Fun breathing games like pretending to smell a flower and then blow out a candle. Just practicing counting to 5. Maybe you create a little calm down corner with pillows and books. The whole point is to build that muscle memory so the tools are there and familiar before the storm hits. Okay, so as we start to bring this all together, it really comes back to the most powerful tool in that whole toolkit, our own perspective. Every single thing we've talked about hinges on this one idea, learning to see their behavior through a brand new lens.
This really breaks it down, doesn't it? The old thought is, oh, they're being so difficult. The new perspective is, wow, they're really overwhelmed. We switch from they're misbehaving to they're showing me they have a lagging skill. And most importantly, they need discipline becomes, they need my help, they need my support. Just that one little switch in your head, it honestly changes everything. And when you make that switch, these tough moments stop feeling like a battle of wills you have to win. They become opportunities. Seriously. Every big, messy emotion is a chance to connect, a chance to teach a new skill, and a chance to make your relationship even stronger. It's a teachable moment.
So I'm going to leave you with a challenge. The very next time you're faced with one of those big emotions and you know it's coming, pause for just a second. And instead of getting frustrated, ask yourself this: what teachable moment is hiding inside this meltdown?